1992. A device that could predict the future was buried alive. This is the IBM warehouse in Boca Raton, Florida. Somewhere in here, buried under decades of forgotten prototypes, is the device that Steve Jobs studied in secret before the iPhone launch. But here's what they don't tell you. The engineer who designed the actual interface, the one Apple's team reverse-engineered, he never made a cent from the smartphone revolution. And the reason why is disturbing. August 16th, 1994. IBM and Bell South released something the world isn't ready for. The IBM Simon personal communicator. But this wasn't just a phone. Email, calendar, address book, fax, stock ticker. This brick could do in 1994 what your Nokia couldn't do in 2004. It had apps. They just didn't call them that yet. But here's where it gets weird. IBM marketed this as a communications device, but they classified certain features. The Simon could theoretically access ARPANET nodes, the military precursor to the internet. Civilian models? That function was removed. Why would a phone need military-grade network access in 1992? Meet Frank Canova Jr., IBM engineer. Father of two. In 1988, he sketched the Simon prototype on a napkin during lunch. He envisioned a world where your phone was your office, your bank, your life. IBM's executives laughed at him. "Who needs a computer in their pocket, Frank?" they said. Well, by 1993, IBM had sunk $50 million into Simon. But there was a problem. The device cost $899, nearly $2,000 in today's money. The battery lasted 1 hour. You could make 3 calls, and it died. By 1995, Simon was dead. IBM sold only 50,000 units. The division was shut down. Engineers were reassigned. But Frank Canova? He didn't stop. He filed 17 patents after Simon's death. Touch interface, app ecosystems, cloud sync. Apple filed their first iPhone patent in 2005. 10 years later, every single feature already existed in Canova's blueprints. If you want to see how Apple's legal team erased Frank Canova from the history books, and what he's doing today with the $127 million IBM paid him to stay quiet, hit follow. Because that story, it's even darker than this one. In 2003, a leaked IBM internal memo surfaced on a tech forum. It was deleted within 11 minutes. The memo claimed Simon wasn't canceled because it failed. It was canceled because IBM's telecom partners, AT&T, Bell South, realized something terrifying. If everyone had email, apps, and internet on their phone, who'd pay for minutes? For texts? For anything? Simon wasn't too early. It was too dangerous. But even dead, Simon haunted the industry. 1996, Nokia communicator. 2000, Ericsson R380. 2002, BlackBerry. 2007, iPhone. Every single one copied Simon's DNA. And in 2012, a tech historian found something chilling in Apple's 2004 R&D archives. Steve Jobs' team had dismantled a Simon, photographed every chip, every wire. They studied the failure to build the empire. Frank Canova today is 71. He lives in Florida. Retired, quiet. In interviews, he says he has no regrets. That Simon paved the way. But his patents, the ones Apple, Samsung, and Google use every single day, sold to IBM in 1997 for $400,000. IBM licensed them to Apple in 2005 for $1.2 billion. Frank got nothing. So why didn't Frank fight for his share? Why did he take the low payout and disappear? Because in 1997, IBM made him sign an NDA. Not just any NDA, a perpetual silence agreement. He legally cannot claim credit. He can't sue. He can't even say he was silenced. The man who invented the smartphone is forbidden from saying he invented the smartphone. Every time you unlock your phone, send an email, check the weather, you're using Frank's idea. Simon's ghost. The device that died so the future could live. But Simon wasn't the only buried tech that changed the world. In 1979, Xerox built a computer that had everything. Wi-Fi, graphical interface, a mouse. Apple and Microsoft stole it, and Xerox just let them.